School sucks. I know it, your mom knows it, and your dog knows it. I feel like schools don't engage with students, and that's why students don't want to do any work in school. A way schools can get students to do work is maybe you can get an award after doing work, and you can play video games for like 15 minutes, or maybe draw. But yet again, a lot of parents might get angry that their kids are playing video games and other students are just doing the crappy ass work. Something that slacks in the school system is teachers bragging how much they get paid.
We don't care.
Listen, I know you want to flex that you have all this money from teaching kids, but literally no one on earth cares. Just keep your money to yourself. And to you, watching this video, I already know you had a teacher you don't like, and I'm going to discuss all the times I didn't like my teachers, and all the weird school stuff, and all the crazy stuff that happened. So let's quit assing around, and we'll talk about my school stories. And I hope my teacher isn't watching this video because, I'm going to go pretty harsh on you. And I'm also not going to say your real name, so we'll call you, quote-unquote, best teacher ever.
I hate you.
Just understand, everyone in the class hated this teacher, even kids that weren't even in the same class as me. First story. So one day, me and a friend were cleaning out the storage room in our classroom. For some reason, my teacher couldn't do it, and I found a box of jars. And inside the jars were real living animals. I'm talking real animals. And I said, oh, it's probably nothing big. So I said, hey teacher, come over here. And when I showed my teacher, she screamed like a little girl and ran the frick out of the classroom. I don't know what made her run out. Maybe she just didn't have any knowledge that they're just animals. She must be not allowed in zoos.
I fear no man, but that thing, it scares me.
Now I know this wasn't a big story, but it's still a childish thing for a grown woman to do in a classroom. Next story. So one day I was sitting at my desk normally and my teacher was up at the board speaking. I didn't hear correctly, so then I said normally, can you please repeat the question? And you wanna know what she said to me? She said no. And then I was like, what the f? Like, isn't that your job? Isn't that your job to help students when they are confused in school? Like, what do you want me to do if I didn't hear you? That's what you get paid to do. You get paid to help the students when they are confused. And the funny part about this story is I said, well, what do you expect me to do, teacher? And you know what she said? She said, it's not my job to help you. It's another classmate's job to help you. And she really said that. I am not making this up. And I was like, you are not from Earth, woman. Now, I already know this has happened to other students, but I'm gonna say it anyways. It was even in the Odd Ones Out video. Sometimes when I go to the bathroom at school, there would be that one kid who would stand at the urinals and pull his pants and underwear all the way down to the ground, and we would see his bottom. And I tried my best to look the other way. Something we can do to prevent this problem is have bodyguards in the washroom. But yet again, that also might be kind of awkward, having a guy watch you pee. This next story happened at a school fair a few years ago. And I'm talking, this school fair was huge. We had so many games, so many bounce houses. We did not have any bounce houses or games. And at the end of the fair, we did a raffle where everyone would put a ticket in a bin and they would call out a number randomly for someone to win. The prize for the raffle was a giant Minion plushie, and everyone wanted to win it. And guess who won it? A teacher! But then she said it was too big for her to carry, so they had to draw the raffle again, and guess who won the second time? Yours truly, me. And all the other kids at the raffle were jealous. And looking back on this now, I kind of feel bad.
Not.
And this was a really big plushie. It almost couldn't fit in my car on the way home. It was about this big. I know it doesn't look that big from the picture, but trust me. My mom threw it out 3 years later, and I don't have it anymore. And the Minion plushie will forever rest in peace. And I think this deserves a next story. So this next story takes place in kindergarten, and we were doing one of those after-school plays that all your parents are forced to come to. And we were singing a song about bears hibernating, frogs in the pond, something like that. And since I was in kindergarten, I saw the big crowd of people in the gymnasium. I Sonic dashed from the stage, went into a corner, and started crying. And luckily, I didn't have to perform. My parents took me home. So that was good for me. Okay, before I start this next story, I just want to say this is the story that makes my teacher a total bitch. And teacher, if you're watching this, I just want to know I hate your guts. Alright, well, story time. So one time in grade 5, my class was writing up a test, and I was answering the questions, but then I dropped my pencil on the classroom floor. So I reached down to get it, but then I tripped on one of the chair legs and hurt my leg pretty badly. And like any other person would do, I say ow a couple of times. Ow, ow, ow. And then I asked my teacher for an ice pack so I could put it on my leg while I continued to do the test. Normally teachers send the hurt student up to the office to get an ice pack, but then my teacher does the stupidest thing. She mimics me in front of the whole class and says stuff like, ooh, ow, oh, I hurt my leg. Oh, I'm hurt so badly. I'm the Iron Helmet. Can't use my real name, haha. And I can't suck up to a little fall. I was about ready to go report her to the principal, but then I'd be in a whole other lot of trouble because I left the class without asking. So I didn't do that. But one day when I was seeing the principal for some other thing, I don't even know, I said what she did, and the principal didn't buy any of that. So I guess I have a broken school system. My teacher may have gotten away with it, but this is payback for putting it on YouTube. Take that, teacher.